Alright, so this is my first, I think it's called a vlog, I'm not entirely sure. Just walking down, I'm walking down Hollywood Boulevard right now. And I think I'm kind of afraid to talk in front of other people that I'm passing by because I think that pretty much anything that I say, it's like they're going to have something to say back to it. I don't know. Maybe it's my old habits or something. Sigma something phi. Damn it, I didn't see it in time. Well, anyways. Skull? Skull. Nice. But I guess what I wanted to talk about tonight is just the depression that I've been going through. Just being a tall white boy that was always given everything by his parents, now living out in Hollywood, about to be living on his own. Probably not in the best situation possible, but I guess it's just something that deems worth talking about. Let's see where I can go where there's going to be more light. There we go. I guess I don't even have anything to talk about. Well, I've been depressed for the past couple months. I didn't even realize it until I started reading and watching things about depression. Then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, okay, I guess I am there. And that's happened to me a lot, where I don't recognize where I'm at. I never found words or phrases or meanings or anything for it until I read it, and then I was like, oh, shit, I'm not alone in the universe. I mean, of course, there's always people around, but they aren't like me, that's how I always thought. But regardless, I think that, I don't even know. I just need to put something out on YouTube because I haven't put anything out, and I think that I need to get into the habit of at least establishing content out, the habit of filming it, editing it, uploading the son of a bitch and putting some clickbait tags on there, and then seeing who clicks on it, maybe put on some Google AdSense, and then pretty much go from there. I don't know, but provide value at the same time. I guess that's always number one, is providing the value. Always have to do that. Ooh, Popeye's chicken. I like Popeye's chicken. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny when you're walking around talking and shit on this, it's like everybody wants to look at you and shit. And it's like I'm trying to get as far away from them as possible because I haven't talked to strangers in a long time, so it's like, oh, I need to get away from them. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to say. They're always going to say something smart aleck and stupid. And then I'm going to feel bad. God, I am a little pussy, aren't I? Woo! Look at that. There we go. Fucking professional driving right there. Right there. Felt like I was going to get run over for a second. I gotta make sure the makeup's all good. Nope. Nice. Oh man, I just got out of the gym. LA Fitness represent Hollywood Boulevard. Did probably like an hour-long cardio session. And then I kind of do like an all-body workout now, because it's like you kind of look in the mirror and you're like, okay, what do I need to work on? I need to work on the lats, I need to work on the delts, I need to work on this or that. Whatever it takes to get that nice, proportionate, aesthetically pleasing body, as they like to say. But I think that this is going to be, I don't know, I'm kind of cold. I think I'm just going to keep talking for a little bit. So I'm coming up to CVS right now in 7-Eleven, and a couple places that I may end up moving to. Not the best places in the world, not what you'd think when you see a YouTube video about a white kid in Hollywood. You'd probably assume it's someplace in the hills. Or at least nicer than this, but I think I might be moving into some random apartment complex where I'm just sleeping on this bed in a corner. But it's probably something that I need. Let's see if we can get my boy Drake in this frame up here real quick. Let's see here. There he is. That's my boy. Looks like he's going to be at Hakkasan for New Year's. Drake's going to be at Hakkasan for New Year's. That is not surprising whatsoever. Hakkasan. So, a friend of mine, he knows the owner of Dre's, and Tiesto, who was like #1 DJ there, or was #1 DJ in the world. He was going to play at Dre's, and he had the owner of Dre's, I'm not going to say his name, he was in a bidding war between Dre's and Hakkasan, and then he screwed the owner of Dre's over. And this is what I hear. I'm not purporting this or anything like that, but from what I heard, and then he ended up going with Hakkasan, using the owner of Dre's to get Hakkasan up to a high amount of money. And that's too bad, because I got close personal ties to Dre's, and I have no close personal ties to Hakkasan at all. So, everybody's always so quiet, it's kind of weird. Maybe it's because I'm weird and they don't want to say anything around me because they know I'm psycho and I'm going to go crazy or something. Haha, very funny. I don't know. But anyways, so we were just at Yucca and Cahuenga, and I'll show you where I may be moving to. Oh, look at the tree over at Capitol Records. Let's see if we can get a nice shot, and I'll get a little bit closer as we pass by what could be my new residence. Whew, it is cold out here. I'm sure a lot of these Californians really aren't liking this shit, but some of us were forged in the cold, some of us from the fucking upper Midwest. We're forged in this shit, I don't care. I'll run around naked if I have to. Whew. Nobody would want to see that, except for me. Let's see here. I'm gonna get Capitol Records in the shot. Ah, yeah, look at that. That nice tree in the background. That fucker's tall. I'd be so scared to put that star up on the top of that tree. I would be deathly afraid of myself. Killing myself. You know what, I'm surprised, out of all the YouTube videos that I've seen, I'm just going to cross Yucca right now, over by this Enterprise. This Enterprise is close, means a lot to me. And in the background here, can't get it too well, but rented a lot of cars from this fucking Enterprise. Nice place, very nice people, most of the time. I love them. No, I'm kidding, I love them. I'm surprised a lot of more people aren't putting content out at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday in the freezing cold of a random side street in Hollywood, huh? Yeah, that's really, I really don't know why they wouldn't do that. Huh. Knickerbocker. It's the Knickerbocker. I wonder if that's a hotel or an apartment complex. Should I live there? Should I stay there? Comment below if you want me to live or stay there. Let me know in the comments below, or maybe I'll post a link right there. Is that gonna work? I don't know, I'll test it out later. Oh man, is it? I want to say it's cold, but I know it's fucking not. Anybody from the upper Midwest knows that this ain't shit. Man, I hope I get so many negative reviews for this video. That's what I want. I want people to post negative reviews, just tearing me apart. This video fucking is the stupidest thing they've ever seen. They turned it off after 5 seconds. I want the most nastiest fucking comments about this one specifically, because I'm going to see it all as constructive criticism. Like I should die, or like, no, it's cool, but the quality sucks, or whatever. The more negative, the better, because that's what I need to work on. I'm going to take every comment seriously, even if it's from some silly douchebag, and go from there. So I have all these great ideas, what I think are great ideas, but might not be, all these ideas of like what my first YouTube video is going to be, and like the content I'm going to put out. I'm going to have like different sections for one channel. I'm going to have many channels for different subjects, and like it's all going to be great. It's going to be professionally edited. I'm going to put time into each one, and what ends up happening is I get lost in the details and nothing ends up coming out. So I figure I'm going to record this son of a bitch. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to throw it up there and just allow the negativity to come in so I can make it bounce off of me or absorb it, correct what is making people negative, and make it more positive and add more value. Because that's really, I think, what people keep telling me is it all comes down to, and I kind of believe that as well, is that the value that you provide to other people is obviously, I mean, the content. If you don't provide anything to people, why are they even going to watch your shit to begin with? Alrighty then. I'm back down on Hollywood Boulevard now. 11 minutes into the video. Let's see if we can get this up to a nice 20 minutes. When I've watched YouTube videos in the past of stars that I like, people like, you got RSD Tyler, shout out. You got Elliot Halsey, shout out. You got Ty Lopez, shout out. The videos that, this might be purely coincidental or something, but the videos that are always the ones that are the best, at least in my opinion, the ones that I gain the most value from and have like the perfect amount of information, is like right around that 20-minute mark. Like a lot of times I'll even look for their videos that are like 20 minutes. If they're like 3 minutes, if they're like an hour, it's like, all right, if I have time. But 20 minutes, it's like that perfect amount of time where you can really get implanted with some good ideas to take action and other things of that nature. Side note, apparently when the Beatles were in their heyday and they had their yogi or whatever meditation person that they had spoken to, apparently the meditation guy said 20 minutes was the perfect amount of time for meditation, and that's really what's going to snap you out of I guess thinking or whatever their purpose of meditation was into becoming present and getting filled with source energy and all that good stuff. I honestly cringe when I think what this video is going to look like, what I've said so far, what I'm going to say in the next 7 minutes and 5 seconds. And so I'm not even going to look at it, I'm just going to throw it up there. I just need to get in the habit of shooting, posting, shooting, posting, shooting, posting. I posted some stuff on Facebook and Instagram earlier while I was going crazy on the treadmill before. Something to do with Dre's and some other shit, so we'll see what happens. Let's see if this works any better. Getting more towards Hollywood Boulevard. There we go. Maybe a little bit more live action. A little less me, a little bit more everything else. Kind of give a little bit more liveness to the video. A little bit less of my lazy eye, crooked eye, whatever it is. I don't know. Man, I just hope I can pump up the audio on this motherfucker so people can hear me. I think that, I don't know, people like, I'm probably just paranoid. I think that people like looking at me, or maybe people just like looking at other people in general, but it seems like every time I'm looking at somebody, they're already fucking looking at me. Maybe that just means I'm too slow and like I should be looking around already, but people are already looking at me when I even have time to look at them. I'm just gonna go off of this line of thought altogether. I think I walk too fast. Or is it that everybody else walks too slow? Or maybe I'm just caught up in my thoughts when they're present to the moment. I have no idea. Pizza by the slice. White House. My father works for a music company in the Midwest called White House. It is cold as a bitch out here. I wonder if my lips are going to look chapped in this video. My lips have been more chapped the past week than they've ever been in their entire lives. I've literally had to use Blistex and oral pain gel from CVS like 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day, every day. I don't know if you could still see it. Yeah, right there. Whew. I gotta stop being so fucking scared of everybody. I really gotta stop that shit, like, tonight, like, right now. I gotta stop that shit. Alright, let's see what happens. Man. Maybe it's just because everybody has to act so fucking hard. I don't know. Everybody's gotta put on a fucking scowl when they go on Hollywood Boulevard. Brrr, don't fucking talk to me. That smells good. What am I saying? I bet this video's gonna fucking suck. But it'll still get 1 million views, right? Right? I think so. I think it'll get 1 million views. I don't know. Alright, down my street. Man, am I getting hungry now. Isn't that usually what happens after a nice hour or 2-hour workout? You get fucking hungry for some protein, some nice clean protein. I think we got some chicken. I cook a couple chickens every couple of days. Just 2 of them together in the oven. I don't season them at all. I used to. But I like just a nice base of just nice chicken. No, I mean a little layer of butter over the skin just to kind of make it cook evenly and well. And a little bit of taste, but as far as salt, pepper, and the things you shove up the ass of the chicken before you throw it in the oven, like, I can't even think of them anymore. Lemon, parsley, how can I not even remember them? It's been a couple years. I'd rather just have a nice base of just plain chicken, basically, and then just whatever I'm in the mood for when I'm eating it, I eat it, because when you cook 2 chickens, and you're basically the only one eating them, you're going to be eating that bitch at least 2 or 3 times a day for like 3 days, maybe 4, maybe 2, depending on how much you eat at a time, depending on how much you work out. Sometimes you get in this regimen where you work out 2 fucking times a day when you wake up and then before you go to sleep, and it's like, then you'll be eating a lot of chicken. This time at the gym is the first time I've gone to the gym in like a week, and well, except for the day before, but that was just to get a little bit of stretching in. Well, I think it's about that time. What are we at? 9:18. And now we're getting a little bit more to the quiet, which sucks because I'm just starting to talk now. I bet my ears might be getting cold. My nose is actually not cold at all. That's for those us motherfuckers that get forged in the cold. I don't give a fuck. Everything's always so quiet. Maybe they're all getting mentally prepared for going out. Who knows? weirdo. Alright, I think it's about that time. Later.